What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make some simple and delicious Jamaican Calaloo rice in my kitchen. Now guys, this rice has so much flavor, you can just eat it all by itself, and it's super healthy for you. So let's get right into the video guys. So these are my ingredients. I have my nicely prepped calaloo. You have to wash a calaloo properly. You cut it up, but I don't like to use the stem of the calaloo, so I'm using most of the leaves. I have my green scotch bonnet pepper, I have my thyme and my scallion. I have a tablespoon of butter. I have my parboiled rice. I also have some coconut milk. I'm using a cup of coconut milk. I have all-purpose seasoning, black pepper, garlic powder, and some salt. So these are the ingredients for the recipe, guys. So it's going to be a quick one, but as I say, it's going full of flavor and it's going to be so delicious. So if you enjoy the recipe, remember to give me a thumbs up. Also share the recipe guys with your friends, and come on and let's start the recipe guys. To the pot I added 2 cups of water. Now I'm going to be adding my coconut milk. So I'm not going to be preparing a lot of rice, so you can always double or triple the recipe. So now I'm going to be adding my scallion and my thyme. Now you can always cut your scallion smaller, but I'm just doing it like with a cookie rice and peas, yes. So now I'm just going to mix all of that seasoning together, just to blend all of the flavors together. Then I'm going to add it to the pot. A few months ago I uploaded another Calaloo recipe that was also delicious. I added some saltfish to it and made it into a one pot meal. So I will leave that video in the description box, so remember to check it out. So I'm just adding my scotch bonnet pepper, and I'm also going to add my butter. Now after you add all the ingredients, you're going to taste it to see if it needs any more salt or more flavor. So that's what I'm doing here. So after you finish do that guys, if you add any other ingredient, just cover the pot and let it come to a rapid boil. So I'm going to let it boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. Ensure that you use low flame because you don't want all of your liquid to dry out. And also anything coconut milk in and it's boiling, it can always boil over. You don't want to lose your flavors, alright? So just cover the pot and put it on a very low flame. At this point it is boiling, so I am going to be adding the washed rice. So you want to wash your rice properly. You want to wash it like 3 times just to ensure that you remove all of that starch, until the water run clear. Then you're going to stir it nicely. And for this recipe guys, you're not going to use as much liquid as you would normally use to cook your rice. So this amount of water is good enough, liquid is good enough. So I'm just going to cover the pot and let it simmer for about 10 more minutes, or until the water almost dries out. At that point I will return. So now for the recipe, you cannot add your calaloo at this point when it has so much liquid in it. Remember that calaloo has its own liquid, it's going to spring its own juices. So if you add it to the pot when it has so much water, then the rice will just spoil and get soft. Alright, so at this point guys, I'm going to be adding my calaloo. But before I do that, I'm going to remove the scotch bonnet pepper. So I'm just going to add my calaloo, and ensure that at this point your fire is on a very low flame because you don't want any more of that liquid to dry out. So just add your calaloo. Then I'm going to give it a nice little mix just to combine them together, because you want your calaloo to have the flavor where you cook with the rice. Alright, where your calaloo to have a flavor, because it's not gonna nice. So you can always remove your scallion and your thyme leaves at this point. They do their work already. They already flavor the pot, so you can always remove it if you like. So I'm just doing that, and then I'm going to finish mixing the calaloo with the rice. For the recipe, if you want to leave out the butter and add a little oil, you can, but the butter will give it a nice flavor. Or if you want to just just use the coconut milk alone without any grease at all. Remember, the coconut has its own grease, so if you just want to reduce the grease in your meal, then you can always just leave out the butter and the oil completely. So I'm just going to be adding some foil just to seal in all of that moisture so that the rice can steam properly. And I'm gonna cover the pot, but ensure that you cover it properly with the foil, and then you cover your pot and let it steam. So I'm gonna let it steam for about 15 more minutes, and then it will be all done. But bear in mind that everybody rice cook at a different time, so yours may take a shorter time or a longer time. I'm using parboiled rice, but you can always use your rice of choice. So at this point the rice is all done, so I'm just gonna fluff it up and let you see how delicious it looks. And trust me guys, it has such a nice flavor to it, and as I said before, you can always eat it just like this. You don't need any other thing with it. But I'm gonna be eating mine with some curry chicken, so you can always have yours with anything you like. My rice was perfectly steamed at this point. Now if you like your rice to be less shelly than mine, then you can always add a little bit more liquid. And remember to double or triple the recipe if you like also. So this is the end product. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoy the recipe. Also share, and please do come again. Bye guys.